Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to our coffee conversation.
All right.
It's a lovely day outside, so we're going to share some lovely information along with that. My name is Craig. I'm a recovery coach here at Capital Recovery Center.
My name is Michael. I'm also one of your recovery coaches here at Capital Recovery Center. How y'all doing today?
Yeah. And so tonight we're going to keep this thing moving because, as you all may know, if you don't know, on Tuesday, every Tuesday evening, afternoon to evening, we are here from 1, where we open at 8:30 to 9 p.m. But we are starting our coffee conversation at this hour at 2 p.m.
That's right.
Then at 5 o'clock, we're going to have our MIT, mentoring session. Then at 7, look out for Gratitude Tuesday.
That's right.
And every third Saturday, we have our family meeting. So far, it's been very great, real good.
We've been turning out real good.
Yes.
And so our road dates next Thursday. Spirit of Truth.
We're gonna be a Spirit of Truth.
Yeah, up at
Vine.
Yeah.
So come on out for that. That'll always be a fun pack. Recovery coach is gonna be there from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Then they got the showers out there, haircuts out there. They always have a host of things during the summer months and finally. So Recovery on Wheels will be out there. So we will be waiting. Hopefully you come and join us. If you have anybody you know that needs services, come on out.
Mm-hmm.
Who else we got?
And so that would do it for that.
All right. So hopefully y'all had a chance to come to our 3 open house events. All of those that was able to come and participate, we would like to say thank you.
Thank you
for being a part of our open house series. It really was an enjoyable time. We had different things, and we want to say thank you to all of those who were able to come and attend those events. We really appreciate it.
Yes, it was fun.
All right, so listen, as always, we like to go over things that will help assist you in your recovery process. And one of the things we're going to go over today is things you can do to strengthen your recovery. Things that you can do to strengthen your recovery. Now, this is something that we have went over previously, but there are some individuals that learn by repetition. Sometimes you have to do it over and over or recite it over and over again, and some people learn that way. So these things that you can do to strengthen your recovery will be something that we did previously, but we just want to go over it because these are things that me being this coming August will be 13 years of maintained sobriety, and I still do things to strengthen my recovery process, even if it's built, mine is built on my spiritual foundation. So I do everything that I need to do to strengthen that foundation. So very important. And this came from michaelshouse.com. It's a website. You can go there. They got other things that you can to assist you in your recovery process. So please go check out their website just like I do. Again, for my own personal edification. So you can go get it for yourself. If it's good for me, it's good for you.
Okay.
All right. So it says, anyone fresh from drug rehab knows the importance of putting his or her recovery first. In all things, no matter what comes up, there is nothing more important than staying sober after treatment. Nothing's more important. I have 2 words that I often teach, and they are obtain, and my favorite word is maintain. And to obtain means to come into possession of something, but maintain means to keep something in existence. So to keep it going, So this says no matter what comes up, there is nothing more important than staying sober after treatment or addiction. Maintaining is the most crucial, most important part. All right. God bless you. God bless you, Aunt Renee. That's my aunt right there.
All right. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. All right, it says staying actively engaged during recovery includes attending therapy, maintaining a medication schedule, and continuing to pursue the most beneficial treatments. In most cases, especially for people who attend a residential program, people new to recovery have a list of referrals and therapeutic treatment plans to help them transition into independent living. That's a big word for you right there. Transition.
That's a big word.
That's a big word right there. Because the recovery process calls for every individual to make a smooth transition into independent living. If you're coming out of a treatment center, there has to be some type of transition. And the people who you have alongside you, recovery coaches, counselors, mentors, sponsors, they're not supposed to be your crutch. They are supposed to be in your life to help you make a smooth transition. Come on, man. Let me get some amens in the chat. Oh, okay. Whatever. Hey, let's move.
Let's keep it moving then.
So number one, let's drop down to number one. These are tips. Remember, we're talking about tips. I'm gonna put it on the lower third so it can scroll on the bottom so they know the topic. It says no relapse triggers. This is very important. This is a good tip right here. Mm-hmm. The better someone knows his or her personal triggers, the things that bring on the desire to drink or get high, the better they're able to plan in advance for ways to deal with the trigger. Wait, man. Mm-hmm. There's some meaty stuff right here. I'm excited today, man. Listen. Thanks for the amen.
You got one? Okay.
Yeah,
hey, let's
thank you, hon.
Tell can they subscribe?
Yeah.
Hit the like button,
subscribe, and share this video with your friends, please.
Please.
The better someone knows their personal triggers, what makes you do or what makes you want to do the things that you used to do. That's a trigger. You need to know. It says, for example, if being around people who drink makes someone want to drink, then it's time to leave the party, take a walk, etc. When others start breaking out the champagne or cracking open the beer, taking time to really think through the emotions associated with using, anger, depression, irritability, anxiety, discomfort. It is an important first step in managing the desire to drink or use. You got to know your triggers. Mm-hmm. If you don't know your triggers, then you not only need to know them, right? Watch this. You have to actually acknowledge that that's triggering you. I remember early in my recovery process, real early, right? Like the first year or so, if I would see a place where I used to go get high, my stomach would start turning. Nobody can see my stomach doing all what it's doing. They can't see it, right? But I learned this from one of my mentors. Tell on them. So I would tell my wife, yo, when I go around here, when I do this, I was feeling like this. So you got to tell on it. When you tell on something that's possibly going to trigger you, you actually take the power from that thing and you put the power back in your possession. When my mentor told me that, I just said, man, this is why you my mentor, but I'm still in it from him and I'm using it. Mm-hmm. When you tell on something, you take the power from the thing that has been pulling you. So the number one key, we're talking about things you can do to strengthen your recovery. If you coming out of recovery or process, I'm not telling you something that I'm guessing. I'm telling you something that has helped me get to 13 years of this after 22 years of struggling. I know what my triggers are. And not only that, it says, when you know what they are, when you know what your triggers are, you're better able to plan in advance for ways of dealing with those triggers. So when I will go around certain places, if I would see certain houses, let me help y'all. If I had a trigger of seeing certain houses and it triggered me to go to, to think about using, I changed the route I went. Mm-hmm. So for me to deal with it, I said, okay, every time I go past this house, my stomach flipped. What can I do to handle this trigger? And what I did was I didn't go down that street anymore. Mm-hmm. I would have never rocked.
Well,
All right.
I like the part when it says taking time to really think through the emotions associated with use. And it points out a lot of times we don't reflect on how we are feeling, but why we are feeling so down. Sometimes we may be depressed. Something may cause irritability, irritation, anxiety. We may be nervous or afraid of something, discomfort. And so I learned this when I was in therapy, if you're able to identify some of the mood swings that you are having, then you're able to control the outcome.
Identify.
You have to identify them, call them for what it is. Mike say he told on it.
Tell on.
He said, I used to tell on it.
That's right.
And so that will help you manage a lot of triggers once you realize, say if you go for a job interview and you don't get the result that you want, you may become frustrated. That may be a trigger. You say, man, you know what? I need something, ease my mind.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing but a trigger.
Nothing but a trigger.
Find another outlet.
Number two,
join a support group.
Like this one.
Like this one, why not? Many people think of 12-step meetings when they think of support groups, but there are other groups that meet a variety of needs. Life Rising Secular Recovery, Women for Sobriety and Smart Recovery.
Coffee and Conversation.
All Recovery Meetings. MIT.
Come on. Gratitude Tuesday.
Gratitude.
These are all support groups.
They are just a few. Each offers non-religious support for different recovering populations with in-person meetings or online options. Wow, that's down our road.
Online,
you get
and in person.
You get a double whammy.
So you can watch us online during this group, but you can also come in person and attend this group and be alongside of us and participate in the group. You don't have to actually, I don't want to scare you because a lot of people are afraid of the camera. You don't have to actually be on the camera. I mean, if you choose to, that's your opinion. You have the option. Yeah. But I'm saying, don't think that just because we are online and we can do it in person, that you have to be on camera. You don't have to.
And so I'm envisioning, as Mike was speaking, a hybrid where people, when they do come, maybe we won't have this setting where we up in the screen. We will have it maybe where we all are engaging in a deep discussion of how to better improve ourselves.
That's right. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff, man. I'm gonna think we keep them around, y'all. All right,
another month.
Keep them around. What's number 3? Make positive lifestyle changes. Positive lifestyle changes. Remember the topics that we're talking about. Things you can do to strengthen your recovery. No relapse triggers. Join a support group. And 3, make positive lifestyle changes. Avoiding relapse starts with decreasing overall stress levels, improving your mood, and cultivating wellness. This means eating healthy, getting a good sleep every night, and incorporating regular exercise into a daily schedule. The better someone feels, the easier it is for them to manage frustration and unexpected emotions gracefully without turning to drugs or alcohol. Wow. So when you feel good,
you do good.
You feel good. I mean, you just have days when you feel good. You want to put on a different pair of shoes.
You want to put on your AC sliders. Oh man, Mike here. I look at his foot, man. When you feel Gucci loafers. When you feel good.
You make positive lifestyle changes, man. You just feel, I'm telling you, it's a proven fact. It says, the better someone feels, the easier it is for that person to manage any frustration and any unexpected emotions. That means just popped up on you.
Yeah, somebody throw you a curveball.
Boom! Now you got some unexpected emotions. But the better you feel,
talk, preacher.
All right. We making positive lifestyle changes. These are things you can do to strengthen your recovery. You want to make some positive lifestyle changes. Okay.
Number 4, practice mindfulness. Let's see what they talk about. It says, the article says, stand in the moment without judging it good or bad,
Uh-huh.
and focusing on just one thing at a time reduces stress. Don't get cluttered, don't get frustrated, don't let nothing throw you off course. Deal with one situation, one at a time.
Stay in the moment.
Stay in the moment because it reduces stress, the article said. Another good way to tackle a rough moment, take a minute to focus on breathing in and breathing out, reducing feelings and considering a next to feeling better. For example, leave the situation, get a snack, take a nap. And so we used to do exercise when I was going through my struggles. We call it behavioral modification.
Calm scene.
Calm scene, desensitization.
Calm scene. When was the last time you just stopped?
Breathe
Said,
in and out.
focus on your breathing. Woo! 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 That's my next tweet when I get off here. When was the last time you just stopped and focused on breathing? Wow. My app, this is called a mindfulness app. It stops every now and then. It says, focus on your breathing. And this is what it's doing. It let me know when to do it. Ain't that so cute?
That's on cue. That ain't you couldn't even drew that up.
It tells you focus on your breathing. Just you focus on breathing. Mindfulness. Practice mindfulness. This is a good practice, y'all. It says another good way to tackle a rough moment, take a moment and focus on breathing in and out. When was the last time you just said, just stopped?
Yeah.
And said, let me focus on breathing.
Yeah. And a lot of things, when you're thinking of a calm scene, a lot of times you can just put on some nice soft music and just, take some time out and do some self-care. And like Mike said, breathe and, breathe in, breathe out. And meditation is good too. If you're into meditation, yoga, all that good stuff.
I was doing talking to a young lady yesterday. I was doing a assessment with a young lady, and I had my smooth gospel music playing in the background, and I'm talking to her, and she's going through her teenage years. I obviously was only 15, so she's going through her life basically. Mm-hmm. And in the middle of doing the assessment, she says, "Can I ask you what you're listening to?" And I said, "Oh, that's my gospel playlist on Pandora." Mm-hmm. She said, "Man, I think I want to do that." I said, "Why?" She said, "It's just so refreshing and peaceful." I said, "Why?" She was sitting there, 15-year-old girl. Yeah. She said, "Man, it just seems like you at peace. You just got peace." And I said, "Yeah, I gotta have it on, I said, "I don't mean to offend you. If you want me to turn it off, I turn it off." She said, "No, don't turn it off." She want to clear out that clutter. Practice mindfulness. I was doing it for me, but she was able to benefit from it. And she says, "I want that peace, whatever that is." And I said, "You can get it on." Then she started saying, "You know what? I actually want to go to church." I said, "What?" Yeah. And I said nothing about church or God or anything. I didn't mention anything. Well, that's great. Practice mindfulness. An old head once told me, his name Farad. I ain't gonna say his government. Farad. Yeah, Farad. He might be watching. I don't want to, but he told me we was cleaning up one day, and he said, a healthy environment is a manifestation of a healthy mind. Yeah. Healthy environment. So if you go into a room and it's full of clutter, oh man, it may throw you off. It may make you might get, you can't think straight. You can't find nothing. It's not organized. It's not in place, and so you're gonna have unhealthy thought process. Yeah. But if you clean it up, that's right. That's right, I'm Renee, from the mouth of babes. That's right. That's right. The young people going to lead us. The young people's going to lead us. You got a leadership thing coming up. Yeah. Yeah, we're going through a lot of leadership training. So what we at? Number
5.
All right, that's me.
That's you.
I think.
Absolutely.
All right. Find stable employment. Financial stress often trigger relapse. The best way to manage this is to find employment. At first, it may be necessary to take whatever legal job option is available in order to pay the bills. Once settled into a job with the ability to set a budget and get some savings, it's easy to explore more interesting job options. So you got to find stable employment. These are things that you can do to strengthen your recovery process. Now, granted, when you're coming out of some type of treatment facility or coming from incarceration, finding stable employment could be difficult and it could trigger you when you don't find it automatically, right? However, if you're in 2022, and I know you are, there has been people wanting to give you bonuses to sign you on. So it's hard for me to tell somebody or hear somebody say, I can't find a job. Yesterday, Sunday, was Father's Day, and my wife was calling a gentleman that she always associated as a father figure. She called him to wish him happy Father's Day. Watch this, y'all. He's 82 years old. So when she called, she said, man, where you at, man? I'm trying to, call you. He said, man, I'm riding around picking up this scrap metal. I said, man, hold on, man. How old is he? He said, I'm 82 years old. He was riding around town in his truck picking up scrap metal. I said, man, I don't want to hear nobody tell me that they can't go find some type of stable employment. This man's 82 years old.
Absolutely.
Running around.
Getting the job done.
Getting the job done. I said, man, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I definitely ain't just sitting down. You ain't going to be running around here, 82 years old, talking about picking up metal.
I had a story to tell, but I don't think my story could beat that one. 80-something years old on Father's Day.
I said, what?
Determination.
Hey, find stable employment. If you can't find stable employment right when you come out of treatment, don't get discouraged. I'll give you a employment tip that I learned from my mother. Don't always go to places that said they are hiring. Go to some places that do not have a sign up that says they're hiring, because you might come and that be the day that boss got tired of this guy, no calling and no show. You know how many jobs I got like that? I just went in and said, you hiring? And the boss said, you know what? I wasn't hired, but Johnny did that for the last. Hey, true story. One day I did, and I took my friend's job. Yeah. He came to work. True story. Ask my mom. He came to work. He was a cook. I was not a cook at all. He came to work. He came to the door. I had the cook hat on. I was behind the counter.
He had the cock to the side.
He looking like, man, this guy don't cook. He came in, the boss said, man, you fired. That was my friend too. I said, man, he said, he ain't no cook. I'm going to learn today. But hey, listen, find stable employment, man. Let's go. Number 6.
Number 6, make goals. Career goals, that is. Personal goals. Goals to accomplish with family or close friends, and recovery goals are important. We have a thing here we call MRP. RMP, Recovery Management Plan. And so if you need help with making goals,
that's what we do.
We'll help you make those RMP goals. All right, so people who know what they want in any area of life learn to avoid stagnation, boredom, and depression.
Wow.
Let me read that again.
That's good stuff.
People who know what they want in any area of life learn to avoid stagnation, boredom, and depression. Once someone has a clear idea of what he wants to accomplish, it's important to create an action plan. They go to action plan again. That breaks the goal up into manageable pieces. Keep track of progress with a calendar or other schedule and celebrate every victory. Sometimes we might just want to celebrate the big victories, big success stories. But in recovery, we always encourage people to celebrate the small victories, the small goals. You may only have a month in sobriety. Celebrate it, being happy about it, because a lot of times we stay so focused on the negativity, that's when depression come in, boredom come in, and things of that nature. So we want to stay focused on what? On the goals that we're setting.
And that's good because he says people who know what they want in any area of life learn to avoid stagnation. Being stagnant is not even good in any area. In any area, when you being stagnant, you are. Thank you, Lord. Listen, I heard this the other day and it never left me. A moving target has always been harder to hit. And that means if you're stagnant, if you're stationary, it's easier to get plucked off. But a moving target, you can hit it, but it's a lot harder to hit a moving target than a person that's stagnant. So don't be sitting down on your goals. If you have goals, don't be procrastinating. You got to go after your goals. If you got goals, you have to go after them. Don't think about if you're going to fail or not. Just hit them. Just go for it. I'm in that stage in my life where I'm going for it. I'm whatever is supposed to be mine. I'm going to take it by authority. I'm going to take territory. I'm going for it. That's my goal. So next one, let's go. What we got here?
Number 7.
All right, hire a recovery coach. Watch this. You ain't even gotta hire us, huh? We recovery coaches, but this one says hire a recovery coach. So certain places you don't even have to hire us. If you reach out to us, the information is under the lower thirds. For more information, please contact us at 856-391-7449. You can just come on down here and watch this. The county already paid us for you. So you can come on down here and have a hired already coach to help you. A recovery coach or a life coach helps someone organize the details of a sober life. Organize. Remember, we're not your crutch, we're not your God. We're just here to help you organize your life. For anyone unsure of how to fill time, Recovery Coaches offers help figuring out goals, which we just talked about, making a plan, recovery management plan, to achieve them. So we help you create a recovery management plan. We got to get more people to come down here and do these recovery management plans because a lot of times individuals are winging it. And then after the relapse, notice I said after the relapse, they're wondering what happened. What happened was the plan, you didn't follow this, you didn't stick to this recovery management plan.
You didn't stay the course.
You didn't stay the course. So that's why you want to hire or get a recovery coach and allow them to assist you. What's the word it used? It used a recovery coach or life coach help organize. We will help you organize or prioritize certain areas that you need to do. All right, let's go. Number 8,
be grateful.
All right.
Remember, I told you early on, at 7 o'clock, we have Gratitude Tuesday. You can tune in to our county website. You will see some great information on being grateful. Be grateful. Anyone who survives addiction knows the act is worth gratitude. But staying sober means avoiding thoughts that bog a person down or trigger a desire to use. Read that again.
That's good.
But staying sober means what? Avoiding thoughts that bog a person down or trigger a desire to use, rather than ruminating on past wrongs. Relive past choices in addiction or drowning in sadness. It's far more productive to focus on the beauty of life. We talked about rewarding yourself.
Yeah, small victories.
Small victories. Don't let what you did in the past hold you down. Move forward.
Yeah.
Mike just mentioned about the moving target. Don't stay stagnated. All right.
It's more productive to focus on the beauty of life. Now you can sit there. We all do this. sit there and just worry about, oh, I could have had this.
Woulda, coulda,
I shoulda
shoulda.
did. We can all do that. Everybody has those things. But
Sob story.
yeah, sob story. But focus on the beauty of life. We can use our time to focus on the beauty of life. And being as though my foundation is in my spiritual development, I always think about the scripture and it says, whatever things are pure, whatever things are noble, whatever things are of good report, meditate on these things. Those are the beautiful things. And the reason why it says that is simple. If you focus on the things that you wallow in it or the woe is me, you can do that forever, but you'll still be stagnant. You won't get anywhere. You won't get anywhere. So focus on that.
Mhm.
All right, we move. We got two more. Number 9, take some me time. Self-care. We got the self-care guru over here. We got to get back to those PowerPoint. I think that was the last one they did. They buried the ship. I never even got mine done. But whatever. Self-care guru is.
Self-care.
While it's important to attend therapy sessions, support groups, and maintain mental health, these healthy activities also take up time. Everyone, I mean everyone, even extreme extroverts needs time to do something special alone. Yes, it's important to find a job, go back to school, spend time reconnecting with family and friends. But time for relaxing is just as important. Write it on your daily schedule. Don't forget to do it.
Mhm.
Take some me time, man. Take a break, man. You know, go on a long week vacation, man. Come back with a tan.
Yeah.
You know, all right.
Because no matter what field you're in, what profession,
Yeah.
what lifestyle, burnout is inevitable if you
Yeah.
don't take care of yourself.
Proper self-care.
Proper self-care. You're no good to someone else if you ain't no good to yourself.
Woohoo! Sound like my mom.
All
Right.
right?
Instead of this video.
Keep your head up out there. And so the last one we're going to talk about, number 10. That is learn how to say no.
Real biggie here.
That's a big one for a lot of people.
Oh, to say no. I ain't got to get delivered from that.
Okay.
I'm good.
Let's see what they talking about in the article. It says, in an effort to make up for past poor choices, many people in recovery feel obligated to say yes whenever someone asks for help. While it is a good idea and part of building strong relationships to give to others and be supportive, it's not good to be a doormat. If someone asks for favors over and over or helping certain people ends up sapping energy, and creating stress, it's time to say no.
No.
If somebody is draining you constantly, you know, some people we know, granted, need more hand holding than others. But if you get people just constantly, taking advantage and pouring all that negativity into you and draining, sapping your energy.
If they come around all the time, and then sometimes because you have a beautiful heart that help individuals and want to support people and all that, some people will take advantage of that.
Yeah.
But that's the part that you have to learn to develop. We talk about things to do to strengthen your recovery, but you can use this in any area of your life. Learning how to say no does not mean you are a bad individual. It's just saying that it's tied into you taking some time for yourself. Listen, I gotta say no. Why? Because I'm taking some me time. So it's tied right into number 9. So learning to say no is a difficult challenge for other individuals. And I told you again, I just don't have that issue because I know that I can burn myself out, and more importantly, I'm not God. I can't just keep going and going and going, and that's the same way with us. So you have to learn how to say no. Learn how to say no. Again, these were some tips that we just went over, and the topic was things that you can do to strengthen your recovery. Number 1, no relapse triggers. 2, number 1 was no relapse triggers. Go ahead. No relapse trigger. Number 2, join a support group. Number 3, make positive lifestyle changes. Number 4, practice mindfulness. Number 5, find stable employment. Number 6, make goals. Make goals. Number 7, hire a recovery coach. Number 8, be grateful. Number 9, take some me time. And number 10, learn how to say no.
That's it.
Again, these are just some tips that we was giving you that we use in our own personal life. Also, you can use those as well.
Until next time, don't forget, live at 5, MIT at 5 p.m. tonight. Admin training session. We got some good information. And I believe tonight we're going to be talking about empowerment.
Oh, man, that's a good one. That's a good one.
All right.
We'll see you soon. Thank you for all your support. And don't forget, you can come to Capital Recovery Center, 72 North Pearl Street. Thank you.